Hi, Brian.
Gabriella, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
You're looking
Hi,
very.
Gabriella. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Brian. You have your vacation shirt on.
I've been at the pool
Yes.
in the back.
Hey, John.
Hi, Gabby. How you doing?
Very good. How are you? Yeah, my husband is wearing his Maine sweatshirt, but I don't think we're going to be going up. Usually we go to New Hampshire. I think we're gonna cancel. Not too soon, but
Yeah, I usually go up to Algonquin around this time of year.
It's hard.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hi,
McKay's here.
good to see you.
Hi.
Thank you for all your help.
I'm McKay.
Hi.
This will be fun to see people. See who's looking for something to do on a Wednesday night. Thanks, McKay. Yeah, somebody mentioned, I think it was our pastor. He said something like, it's very hard with everything being so much the same every day. And I thought, gee, that's kind of true. It just, it's monotonous, even though
Yeah, it's pretty repetitive.
I had never really put my finger on it. It just is not enough
We
to
have all this extra time, and it's hard to get anything done.
Yeah. Is it a preview of retirement? You gotta.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm already in retirement.
You're retired and you haven't
Yeah.
stopped working.
No.
Hey, Sue.
Hi, Brian.
So I think we'll have some Good Shepherd people come. We usually have a Wednesday night Zoom meeting at Good Shepherd. It's 7, so I told everybody to come visit Bread of Life. So we'll see if they show up.
That's great. I was trying to think, since we usually have a banquet, I thought, what could I do so you could have a virtual banquet? But I said, that'd be mean. Show the food, you can't eat it. Here's a plate from Anthony's, caterers.
Yeah, just ship it out.
What?
Just ship it out.
Yeah, ship it out. Well, that's
Send a package to everybody's house and
Yeah, exactly.
reheat it.
have it all show up, 15 minutes before the meeting starts.
Yeah, I think some of my friends did that for the holiday. What was it, Easter? They went on like a Zoom or a call, and then they ate their dinner, and the other people ate their dinner,
Yeah,
and they
that's
chatted
interesting.
while they were eating.
Hi, P.
Hello,
Hey,
Hey,
Pete.
Terry.
good evening.
Hi, Kathy. Can you hear
Hi,
us?
everybody.
Hi. I can just see your eyes.
Here's my rest of my head.
There we go.
Oh, Gabriella.
Hey, Sharon.
Hi, how are you?
Hey,
Hi,
Sharon.
Sharon.
Good.
Gabby, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Very well, thank you. Have you been really, really busy?
All right, we have a
Yes.
good showing. Good Shepherd Reading so far.
We have been very, very busy. It's been
Hello.
hard to describe how busy it's been. Hi, Patty.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting ready for a brand new thing. We've been doing grocery delivery. That's all new since the end of
Oh.
March, delivering groceries to seniors and people who are self-isolating and disabled people. We did 65 this afternoon orders.
Wow.
Wow.
A lot.
And then tomorrow we're doing first time ever an Everett mobile market.
Oh,
We're loading up the truck 8 a.m. tomorrow. And then we don't We have no idea how many people are come, but we got 15 pounds of groceries, produce, non-perishables, and whoever needs the food.
They
That's
should
at
show up.
Lafayette School in Everett.
Very good.
Oh, nice.
So I'm getting my workout. I said I can't go to LA Fitness, but I'm getting my workout moving.
BOL Fitness.
BOL Fitness, right? Yeah, that's right. Patty, you're a little dark.
I know, it happens occasionally. I don't know. I
Have
think
another.
it's the internet connection I think I have. But I can see like this light.
I see the light.
I see the light. There you go.
Good to see.
At the end of the tunnel.
Hey, Holly.
Hi, how are you?
Good. We were all on a meeting together a little while ago, 4:30 to 5:30.
Many, many meetings.
Yeah. That's the other thing that's hard to get used to. It seems like more meetings than it used to be because every conversation is a meeting.
Hi, Gabby.
Hi, Sarah.
Hey,
Welcome.
Sarah.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sean.
Hi there.
Hi, Doug.
Hello.
Sean.
I see Marilyn. Hi, Marilyn.
Hi, Gabriella. Hi.
Hi, Marilyn.
Hello. Nice to see you all.
Hi, Marilyn.
Hi. Hi. Nice to see you.
Likewise.
Thank you.
John, do you want to pass out the pizza?
Exactly.
I'll take the cocktails.
Oh, that a girl, Terry. He's up brighter, Patty.
I am on my phone now, Kathy.
Oh,
Technology.
yeah, you had to do that the other night, too.
Did.
You're funny.
I think I'm on the computer so much during the day that at this time of night, it's just there's no way.
Oh.
Patty, do you know how many people you're expecting?
A few people have RSVP'd officially, but it was more of a join us if you can sort of
Right.
thing.
Right.
So perhaps a few more.
Hi, Kathleen.
Is that Terry?
Yeah, is that Kathleen on the call?
Yeah, that's me. Hi, Terry.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. I just realized you were on the call.
I miss you.
I missed you too. I miss all you guys in Everett.
I know.
My kids won't even let me leave the house. I can't remember the last time I was in a store.
Oh,
You've been very busy though, Terry, in the house,
Hi,
doing a
Sue.
lot.
Yeah.
Oh, Pete.
Hello?
Hey, Pete.
Hello?
Who's there?
Is everybody getting a message that said your meeting should start in a few seconds?
Oh,
Hi, Joni.
can you hear us, Sean? Can you see us?
I can hear you perfectly. I can't see anybody right now. I just turned up the volume a little bit, and then I got this just page that says your meeting should start in a few seconds. If
Oh,
nothing,
you'll come right in, Sean.
okay.
Usually, it takes a few minutes. I see Joni just came on. Joni, can you hear us? No. Joni, do you have your audio on?
Here.
No. I'll try and call her.
Yeah, thanks, Kathy.
Oh, Gabriella.
Hi. Hi, Mark.
Oh, yeah, birds. Yeah, what that is?
I don't know that lady.
Oh, no, birds.
Okay, we see you. Your audio must not be on. All right. Do you see any place on your screen?
We're not on video. Somebody's having technical difficulties.
No. I don't know this lady.
Muted? Gabby, do you hear me?
Yes, I just unmuted you. I still don't hear Joan.
Joni? Have you got Joni muted?
No.
Yeah, Joni can see us, but she can't hear anybody.
Hmm?
They can hear you.
I'm not showing a microphone for her at all.
And she does it all the time with work. Hey, Masha.
Hi, Marcia.
Hello.
I'm
Patty, are you there?
Hello?
Oh, okay.
Ah, I can hear
Hey,
you now.
Oh,
Tony, we got you. Very good.
Good girl.
All right. Well, Patty,
See everybody.
it's about 7 after. You want to do some just introductions and then kick it off?
Kathy, can you give
Sounds
me
good.
that?
Yeah. We don't have that many people, so why don't people just say their name and where they're from? Brian, you want to start?
Sure. I'm Brian Race from Good Shepherd in Reading, and I'm the director there.
Welcome. Sue, I know we got a big contingent from Good Shepherd. Sue?
Yes, I'm Sue Conlon, and I'm from Church of the Good Shepherd in Reading, too.
Welcome. John?
John Mazeka, for the life. Walton.
Volunteer. Thank you. Kathy?
Oop. Kathleen McKenna on the board and Sacred Hearts Parish in Malden.
Pete,
I'm in the Holy Land right now. That's the Sea of Galilee behind me.
all right.
Very nice.
I'm really from Church of Good Shepherd. I'm a deacon there.
Hello.
Terry from Everett,
Terry O'Brien, Everett Food Pantry, volunteer.
Holly,
Hi, I'm Holly Hartman. I'm a deacon at Emmanuel Church in Wakefield.
Marilyn,
Marilyn Glover, representing First Baptist Malden.
thank you. Doug? Doug?
I'm Doug Maris. I'm on the board of Bread of Life.
Thank you, Doug. Sarah?
Hi, I'm Sarah Brandon. I live in Melrose and I'm a volunteer grant writer for Bread of Life.
Thanks. Sean?
Hi, I don't think you can see me. I'm Sean Toomey.
Yes.
I'm the president of the Bread of
I
Life.
can see you.
Oh, you can? Good.
Yeah, we can see
Sean,
you.
we can see you and hear you. Yeah, board president.
I
Thank
can hear
you.
everybody perfectly. I just don't have any pictures here. It just says Zoom on the thing now and keeps spinning around, so.
Huh. Well, we got you. Joni?
Joni Barton, and I'm a volunteer at Bread of Life in Malden.
Sharon?
Sharon Lopes, volunteer from Good Shepherd, Reading.
Lauren? Hi.
Hi, Gabriella. Hello, everyone. I am a volunteer from Church of the Good Shepherd in Reading.
Wow, we have that church well
I
represented.
know, there.
Wow.
Patty?
Hello, everybody. I'm Patty from the Bread of Life, Patty Kelly. Hello.
Hi,
Our,
Patty.
our development director.
Yes, I am.
Marcia?
Hello, I'm Masha Manong from Bread of Life. Glad to be here.
Mark? Mark and Alice? I just see Mark, though.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
I'm Mark Olive, and I've been on the board since about 2005. I was 18 when I started, and this is what I look like now.
We aged you. Welcome, Mark and Alice, his wonderful wife.
And thank you, Gabriella, for everything that you and everyone at Bread of Life does. It's truly amazing.
Thank you. That's many hands make light work. That's all I could say.
Yes.
Kathy.
Hi,
Welcome, Kathy
Gabriella.
Flint. Hi.
Hi. So good to see you.
Kathy's one of our volunteer receptionists.
We miss you.
Yeah.
I miss
Sandra?
you.
Now they can't
You
see
have
you.
no idea how much I miss you.
I didn't realize we could see 4 people. That's awesome.
Sandra, did you want to introduce yourself? You there? Sandra? Sandra's one of our financial volunteers, helps us make the deposit. We miss her too. Welcome, Sandra. You can hear. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to turn it over to Patty Kelly now.
Hello, everybody. So thank you for joining us. As we know, May is typically our month where we recognize all of you fabulous folks who help us at the Bread of Life. And we wanted to keep that tradition going and decided that where we have access to Zoom, we're going to do a virtual recognition for everybody that has been so involved with us in some capacity in volunteering. So we're so happy that you were able to figure the technology out. Gabriella and I, we over the course of trying to plan this event, have had a few laughs about, I'm probably the least tech person that I know, and Gabby is far better than I, and still we did a lot of crossing our fingers hoping that this would work tonight. So it's so great.
Good job, lady.
Good job, yes.
Well, we wanted to,
all of us.
If you've been following us on social media, we've taken the month of May as a recognition month for all of our volunteers, and we were able to highlight a few people on our social media, and that's been really fun because a lot of people are on our social media pages, so people that may have not have known all of the volunteering that you do and the different roles that you do. We were able to put a little snippet about people online, so thank you. If you do follow us on Facebook, you'll be able to go through, starting from May 1st, I think we did that. You can go back and see how we've highlighted some of you on the pages. So thank you for joining us. We're going to kick off the event. This is where the tech comes in. We put together a PowerPoint. So this is where really we're crossing our fingers, because I will turn it over to Gabby to talk us through this PowerPoint and feature, we have some lovely pictures of folks, and Gabby will chat about what's been going on pre-COVID, during COVID, and then what we hope to accomplish post-COVID with the help of all of you. So thank you again for joining us. We're so happy you're here.
Thanks.
Yep, a heartfelt thanks to everybody, really. It's still the same. Everything happens through volunteers. So again, nearly 1 million meals served. There's some people in our, so that's as groceries, of course, and prepared meals. So there's some pre-COVID volunteers. We'll always remember this for the rest of our lives, you know, pre-COVID, mid-COVID, post-COVID. These are numbers for last year, 2019. More than half of the meals go out to the pantry. And then our grocery delivery to the senior citizens in 4 cities, 13 different buildings, senior developments. The evening meals, the meals number has never been high, but that's where we have the community and really getting to know people. That's the really great thing. And I know a bunch of you on the call today work with the meals, and that's where the relationship building and the compassion and the listening really come in. So it's always been a really, really important part of Bread of Life. And I may as well mention that, you know, it's since Bread of Life started as a church potluck in 1980, it's now 40 count 'em years. And some of you have been with us for, you know, a good part of those 3 decades. Over 500 people. So here's just some shots of some of the kids that we get involved, Malden Catholic, also there's Malden High, some of the people who've donated, helping out in the pantry. We get a lot of donations every week, Trader Joe's, BJ's, Wegmans, but people have been so generous during this crisis. It's amazing. The restaurants, the businesses that have reached out to donate prepared meals for our meal program. Those of you that are self-isolating know that, you know, we've had to do without your groups being able to come in. And you're supporting us in other ways, bringing in food or making donations. But we are depending a lot on restaurants and bakeries making sandwiches. So it's been tremendous. Here you see a shot of our pantry with when we had really first switched to the pre-bagging and the grab and go. So we do our pantry outside at our in our parking lot, and anybody is welcome now. It's not just the 10 cities we used to serve. If you come and you say you need food, all we say is how many people are in your family. So the numbers have doubled. Up to 185 families per distribution, and up to 80% of the people coming have never come to the pantry before. Many, of course, not working, waiting for unemployment, and so on, waiting to get called back to work.
Those are unbelievable numbers.
Yeah.
They are mind-boggling. I mean, that's why everybody's been out straight. We've had to get bigger trucks. We got a truck donated for 4 weeks from Gentle Giant, so we'd have more capacity. We sent 2 trucks down one time. We rented a box truck and a volunteer came in with a CDL license, Will Regan. And so we were able to get twice as much food last Friday. I think it was like 14,000 pounds instead of 7,000 pounds because we just needed more food.
Wow.
One of the things we did, since we can't do our normal grocery delivery to seniors in the big housing developments, is we have we are delivering door to door. So there's one of our drivers, and Terry Barshard with the boxes, and some of the people on this call, like Mark and Alice, have delivered boxes. A bunch of people. Senator Lewis has been coming in to deliver boxes. So we've served about 400 now. And like I said, that doesn't include the 65 we just sent out today. It's a lot of work. Of course, there's a picture pre-COVID of our meal. Actually, that's at the holidays. But we do have grab and go now. All boxed up and bagged in the kitchen at First Baptist, and then we put it on the table and step back, and people can come in and take the groceries and the bag of, we have sandwiches and fruit and yogurt and things like that. Our English class is still now online. They're sending the exercises to people online to work on the language class. So yeah, still keep it going. And for the people who are studying the Mandarin, they still get their exercises too. That's a picture actually from Christmas at the high school. So thank goodness we were able to get through Thanksgiving and Christmas before all this started. Serving over 900, I believe it was actually 1,000 on Christmas Day, including the deliveries. Here's some of the people who volunteered during the year. Maybe you'll recognize some people.
Yeah, may I add also, if you don't mind, one of the groups here in this particular photo on the upper left, they're from Encore, and they're one of our groups that pre-COVID were working with us or volunteering with us twice a month. And when Encore unfortunately had to close for a bit, they still wanted to continue volunteering. So they reached out to us, and they're now virtually volunteering, and they're helping us to do some translation of documents, flyers, informational literature that we're posting. They have reached out to their staff to continue this volunteering going despite what's happening with COVID. So we hope to keep them engaged with us as we move along.
That's great. And they've given us some more donations too, because they got food and even flowers for the casino that they couldn't use. And we gave away, I think it was 3,000 flowers that we picked up from them that usually go on their carousel and their gardens. Here we go, some people in the kitchen. I think that might be Kathy. Is that your family down lower right there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's my son and his Palo Alto company.
Palo Alto company came in, yep.
Yep.
Liz Lombardozzi from St. Joseph's. Making the sandwiches to be packed in the bags. Shelving at the pantry, doing takeout deliveries. Lots of masks. Thank you, everybody that's been making masks. That's been great.
Yes.
Doug's wife, Marge, Doug that's on our board, his wife has made quite a few. Very nice. Some of the groceries. Top right is I think two school principals. Terry will tell me. That's for our Everett backpack project.
Right.
Yeah, the principal and vice principal at the high school and the guidance counselor, director of council.
We started distributing those in November. Terry and Brandon King, our Everett pantry coordinator, pictured there next to Terry. They innovated that, and it was to provide food for some of these food insecure kids that don't have a lot of food at home. And it's stuff that they can eat themselves during the day, or raisins, crackers and cheese, a cup of soup, cereal, a little box of milk. And now we're still giving them out, about 100 at a time, in conjunction with the grab and go school lunch distribution in Everett.
And I think, Terry, you just surpassed your 500th backpack that you've given out. Is that right?
Yes.
Last
Yes, we
week.
did.
So congratulations.
Thank
We wanted to do a shout out to Volunteers of the Year 2020. The whole meal crew got a shout out for being able to switch over pretty much seamlessly. I seem to remember, we got the announcement, I think on the 13th of March, that things were about to shut down. And and that was a Thursday, and by the following Tuesday, everything had been worked out, and we were doing grab and go. So the team has been tremendous. Karen, Marjorie, Linda, Liz, Yoshiko, Linda, Gail, not pictured there, Janet, Dave, and Cindy Robillard, who's on our board. And then the staff, Maria, John, Pumla, and Mary. So they've been really terrific. Patty, do you want me to go on to the special volunteers?
I think so. That's a good
Yeah.
step.
All right.
Yeah.
This makes me happy when we single out just some people who really have been shining this past year. The first one is on our call here.
Here for Sarah.
Sarah Brandon.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
I'm gonna show you Sarah again. There you, Sarah. Thank you. Now, there must be a way I can do this. Yes, share my screen again.
Save it.
How do you do this? Okay. I'm telling you, I'll get.
There you
I'll
go.
get used to it. There we go. There you go, Sarah.
Yeah.
So Sarah's been our volunteer grant writer for over 10 years. How long has it been actually, Sarah?
I don't remember. I don't know.
The time. I know.
Except I think my son was like this big when I first went in, and now he's going to be a senior in high school. So yeah,
Wow, yeah.
it's been a while.
Can you still see my screen?
We see all your slides.
Yeah, fill all your slides, yeah.
All right. This is what they call, I guess maybe I can't go back and forth. I thought it'd be nice to go back and forth, but okay. And Terry O'Brien, who's on this call. As I said, she was nominated because she's really, she's kept the passion for Everett, even though Everett City Hall closed and we had to close down the pantry. The reason we're doing the Everett Mobile Market tomorrow, one reason is because people like Terry have really just kept that flame burning for how Everett's a very needy area. It's got a very high diversity. It has higher than average food insecurity and poverty rates for the Massachusetts. And so we just wanted to make sure we're still meeting people's needs. We're still getting the backpacks to the teens, and that we're doing the grocery delivery to the seniors. So thank you, Terry. Wonderful.
Yay, Terry.
Yeah, I think we've had a few more folks join in. I see Gail. I see Gail walking.
Gail's walking around.
Yes, and Marybeth, hello.
Thank you. I'm sorry I'm late. Wrong email.
Okay. Hi, Gail. Hi, Marybeth.
Hi, Lynch.
And Anson's with us.
Yeah, I'm here. Hello.
McKay came in.
Hi, McKay.
Hi.
I miss Anson and McKay.
Oh, we miss you. I also miss you.
There you go.
Yeah.
No.
Another volunteer of the year is Charlene Wilson, also from the Everett Pantry, and she was nominated by Terry O'Brien. And she really is one. The Everett group had gotten down to a small core, partly because it was such a tight area in City Hall that we had to work with. Maybe now that we've really, pulled out all the stops to serve Everett, maybe we'll get some more space over in City Hall. It's worth a.
We'll keep trying.
Yeah, we'll keep trying.
Yep.
So thank you. Is Charlene on this call?
No, she's not.
Okay. We will send her her certificate.
I think her 4 children are keeping her busy tonight.
Oh yeah. Now Joni, I know is on this call. Joni Barton and Madeline Rotundi were both nominated because again, they've just been core volunteers in the motel and teen outreach. And even when Kathy McKenna on this call has had to self-isolate, Joni and Maddie are two of the ones that really kept things running, and it's amazing. The whole program is completely run by volunteers. There is no paid staff involved with it other than the driver. So it's really an amazing program, still serving families at 3 hotels. And the teen center we'll have to see what happens when the fall comes, right?
Right.
But thank you. A hand for Joni.
Believe me, I get so much out of it. I look forward to my Tuesdays.
That was a great picture of you and Maddie.
Oh, well, you took it.
Yes, you did.
There you go. And Karen Lynch. I don't know if we saw Karen on here, but Karen's on. Yeah.
Oh, hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Karen is she's so active in so many things, and it's amazing how she's able to come and give time at our pantry and in the meals. And I've seen her with the hat and the mask and making the sandwiches, and she's really an inspiration. So
Sure is.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you, Karen.
And finally, I believe this is our final one, John Mazeka. He's on the call. Look at him. Even with his mask, you can still see he's smiling. His eyes, and he's not Irish either, but his eyes are smiling.
I am
And
Irish.
He is Irish, Gabby.
Oh, he is Irish.
They've been Irish.
Mazeka, who knew?
Polish name. It's Irish.
But yeah, I mean, every time when I come to the office, I see John in the truck, and he's just like that, supervising and then jumping down and moving, thousands of pounds, 7,000. The other day was 14,000. So he's part of the team, and he always does it with such a good spirit, and it's such a tough job. So we really appreciate him. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
John, so much.
Enjoy it. Yeah.
Thank you. Yay, John.
Thank you, John.
I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm just going to say that we have your plaques, your certificates here for each one of you, your volunteers of the year. We're going to be sending those to you, and it's just a small token of appreciation for everything that you've done. Part you so much, and thank you, everybody.
Thank you, all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gabby.
Thank you.
This is the part of the program when we thought we'd open it up and have it, if anybody would like to share some stories about why you volunteer with us, and anything that you'd like to share. We'd like to open it up to the group if you'd like to say a few words. We'll pretend we're all together when we're in one room, but we're really staring at each other on the screen.
Karen, let me see. I think you're muted, Karen. Hang on.
Okay.
There you go. You got it.
Of course, I enjoy doing all the volunteering work, but
It's such an added bonus to have a Mandarin class too, right there. Wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
thanks to Anson. He's the brain behind the language classes.
You're
Anson,
welcome.
our food access coordinator.
Remember to do the Chinese classwork at home.
Oh, there's your teacher. Do your homework.
Well, I know all of us from Good Shepherd are glad to be here.
Here we go again. Every Wednesday.
Hang on just a minute. What were you saying, Brian?
I was saying, the 6 of us from Good Shepherd, we're glad to be here. We're sorry we haven't been able to volunteer lately. Our demographic is at risk, and we've been trying to be careful with people coming out. So it feels a little funny coming to the volunteer meeting when we haven't been volunteering, but we're definitely supportive of Bread of Life in any way we can.
You always
Brian,
thank you.
Brian, I think you speak for so many of us, but you know what's the beauty behind all this? That those of us who haven't been able to volunteer during this time, we look out there and see all the work is getting done. Because
Right.
people that aren't working right now, they've been able to come in and volunteer. And there's just so many people doing the job. The job's getting done. So
It makes a difference.
it's just wonderful for all of us. And, you know, it's really only been a couple of months, but it seems like an eternity.
Good job communicating with everyone between the online presence and everything else. We feel
Right, right.
And we'll be sending in our second payment on our pledge, so that'll be coming, Gabriella.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
That's great.
If I could just speak, I apologize that I don't know everyone. So I'm Marybeth Leon. I'm the vice president of the board. And to Kathy's point, I normally teach all day long, so I don't get to see the every day of it. And as I'm teaching virtually and I have a little extra time, I've been able to do some grocery deliveries and be a little more hands-on. And to thank you doesn't even say what you laid the groundwork. We're just doing what we're told. And it's for the people who can't volunteer right now, because maybe I'm just a little younger than you.
All right, don't keep rubbing that in, Mary Beth.
It does touch my heart to see what you people put in place so that I can just jump in and carry a box. I so appreciate everything you do when I can't. And to tell you the truth, I hope I can't do it again in September and you have to come back.
Yes.
Well said.
Can I just say I see Marsha on there and I miss Marsha too. I miss all of you.
Yeah. Thank you, Kathy. We missed you.
I'm going to add something
Yeah,
a
we
little bit
miss you too.
personal here. Because of COVID, on a positive note, Kathy Fleck shared her Mass in Ireland with me, and it happens to be very close to where my mother is from. And so every Sunday, Kathy and I have Mass together from Ireland.
Nice.
That's awesome.
I know there's not too many positive things going on, so I wanted to share that.
That is a positive.
Yeah. More connections.
Who would have thought I would learn how to use Zoom?
Yeah.
We're all saying that, I think.
Yeah, this is my third Zoom meeting in a row tonight.
Oh my gosh. Gosh, Mary Beth.
I've been on Zoom since 5:45.
Oh dear. Hopefully you last.
Yes.
Tonight.
But thank God for it. I mean, really.
Yeah.
Amazing.
We have some new members on our board, and one of them was able to join us tonight, Doug. And so he probably isn't familiar with many of the faces here. So it's nice to have you join us, Doug, and get to see some of the people who were involved over the years.
It's a lot of fun to see everybody, hear what's happening. Yeah. Also interesting to see everybody with their masks off, since I'm the one who goes, keep your mask up, 6 feet of social distancing. I do my public health role at least once a week with the team, but they've gotten very good at that. But it's good to see people with their masks down.
Yeah.
We're thinking of branding them Bread of Life masks. It's on our wish list.
What a good idea.
Bread of Life fabric, and Marge will make them for you.
Okay. That sounds good. Thank you. We wanted to touch base also about what's happening, hopefully post-COVID, and the exciting news that the Bread of Life is inching toward our new building. And we're hopeful, if things go the way we want them to, that maybe in the fall, we'll be able to break ground. That's our goal. Of course, depends on what's happening with a lot of different things, including the construction industry, I guess. But at that time, we'll be anticipating the need for volunteers will be increased when our new building is here, our state-of-the-art facility, and there'll be many more ways to get involved with volunteering. So we look forward to that, and we're very excited. And thank you for being with us through all of the transition that's happening, and we're so appreciative that you continue to stay with us and adjust with us as we go. And the new programs that are starting tomorrow is our very first mobile food mart in Everett. I don't think we've chatted about that tonight, but we're doing a mobile food mart for the city of Everett, and that required rallying folks together to get everything prepared and volunteers to unload trucks and set up. And again, we can't do any of this without the help of all of you. So we're excited about the new things that are happening too, and we're getting bigger and bigger as we go.
It's amazing.
Yeah, great.
That's it as far as the comment section. So this is where I think we'll be wrapping it up. Gabby?
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Gabby. Good to see
Thank you.
everybody.
Good to see you. As you say, we depend on all of you. Thank you so much. Yes.
One more
again,
thing
for
before we
everybody.
sign off officially. I think we've been recorded, right, Gabby? That was another
Yes,
thing that we figured out.
Yes, I believe it got recorded. So yes.
All
Thank
right.
you, everybody.
Thank you.
Oh,
you.
wonderful.
Umbrella, thanks
God
everybody.
bless you.
Congratulations.
Thank you all.
Bye. Yes,
Bye.
congratulations.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.